Good morning. Wednesday. Um, yeah, it's just Wednesday. Nothing particularly unusual about that. Um, almost the middle of uh, May already. Good morning, Gwen. Um, yeah, I mean it's really zipping by, isn't it? We're heading towards regular summer, little by little. Um, so today I have to take my dog to the groomers. That's my goal for the day. Um, and actually, everyone's going. My husband has a haircut. Everyone, I think my son's going too. Everyone's going to get a trim today. Although Daisy doesn't really get her hair trimmed. She's pretty short haired to begin with. But uh, yeah, I don't know why everyone decided to do that the same day, but they did. So that's my mission for the day. Um, and I probably have to go shopping too uh, while I'm out. My kids are everyone's complaining because I stopped shopping. I didn't really stop shopping, but we've been getting these meal kit deliveries, and I really like them. They're there's a lot of variety in them, and it's uh it's everything's right there, so you don't have to really think about it. And um, I didn't know like how tired I was of cooking, like trying to think of something new every day or every week. I mean, I didn't think of it something new. We just ate the same things over and over again. Um, but actually, it was my husband that decided that we had to keep doing it because I was kind of like, oh, I don't know, it's good, but maybe we should just. And my husband's like, no, I like having new things. I like having it all there. Let's just keep doing it. So we're just going to do it for the time being. Anyway, it's one less thing to think about. But because of that, I don't really go to the grocery store, and the other things that everybody wants, right? Um, I haven't been getting. And my one son said, "Geez, Mom, I didn't realize like how much, how many things you went to the store and got. It's just all the stuff is just here. It's just here. I'm like, yeah, it's just here because the shopping fairy uh, makes it appear for you. So that's how that is. So that is probably a good thing to think about. This idea that we take a lot in our life for granted, right? Um, if you are lucky, maybe you did grow up in a house where things just appeared for you. Um, and you didn't have to, go forage for them yourself. They were just there. Um, and I think we think about that with a lot of things, right? And maybe that's one of the good things about the pandemic is that it really helped us see how much we take for granted in our life, right? So um, I think uh, people get very used to having things a certain way, right? We are used to going to the grocery store and having our choice of anything basically that you could ever want. And not only that, but maybe 10 varieties of each and everything. Um, and maybe you experienced times where you went to the store and that was not the case. They were out of certain things. They only had one, or they had a different brand than what you normally get. Um, you know, how did that make you feel? Were you angry? Were you sad? Were you frustrated? Did you feel afraid? It's normal to have feelings like that when things change or when you're surprised. But what happened? Well, you were fine, right? I mean, you survived. You tried, maybe you didn't have exactly what you wanted, but you were okay. And you're here today, right? To tell the tale. Um, that's a small scale, right? This can happen on a larger scale too, right? I mean, things can change drastically and quickly. Um, the sort of bedrock that you've built your house upon can shift. And um, things that you've taken for granted and expected to continue to be a certain way forever can change. Um, I have a friend whose parents are getting divorced. Um, they're in, their 70s. And, you know, I mean, they just don't want to be married anymore. And my friend is taking it very hard. They've sold the family house and, everything is changing. Um, and it's a big shock. It's a big adjustment for her. So, I mean, it can come at any age, right? Uh, and I think sometimes the smoother your life has been, the harder it is when those adjustments come, when those changes come. Um, so what do we do? Right? Well, we get less attached, right? Let's be less attached to having things a certain way. Um, and let's appreciate all of these things that go on to make our life how it is, right? Um, I think in our society, we don't realize how interconnected we are, how, you know, a little, change in the supply line means, you're not going to have all these, this, and this that you normally would buy. Um, Shifts, right? We're talking about, I keep reading about how restaurants and things can't get workers to come back, right? Because, they, uh, they laid everybody off when they couldn't be open. Everybody went and got different jobs, realized that, this industry is not secure. And now they want to be open back up again, and there's nobody that wants to work, right? And for a lot of reasons, right? They've either moved on, or they don't want to work for what they want to offer them, right? Nobody wants to work for, $5 an hour, $8 an hour. I guess it's not $5 an hour anymore. Minimum wage is maybe 7. I don't know, but uh, yeah, things change, right? Big shift, and that let that be a lesson to us all, that for those of us who think that nothing will ever change, right? And that's a very common thing. People are frustrated with how things are, right? I mean, restaurant workers for years. I have 2 kids of my own who were in the restaurant industry. We're frustrated with the pay scale and no benefits and um, not giving you the amount of hours that you were supposed to get. Um, Doing everything they can to minimize, the cost of labor, and maximize their profits at the same time, right? And it's kind of hard, to justify, hey, I can't pay my employees enough to live on. Um, you know, with when you have, 3 homes and, you know, 5 luxury cars and are on vacation, 6 months out of the year. Um, I'm sorry, but that's not that's not very believable to me. That tells me that, you want to live like a king and have your workers be your slaves, and that's not good. Um, but it's been like that for a really long time, and there are other industries like that too. Restaurant is one of the most visible ones. Um, So again, like people are like, well, but that's how it is. That's just how it is, right? It's just how it is. It's never going to change. Well, here it is changing. It's changing now. Um, and that's all it takes. All it takes is for something to change and people to decide that this isn't how we want to do things anymore. And everything's going to follow. So be ready, right? Change can happen quickly. Don't be too attached to how things are today because tomorrow they may be different. And understand that we are all part of this. We're all part of this connection. Um, be appreciative of all of the things that go into making your uh, life so comfortable and so relatively easy compared to, you know, 99% of the world. Well, maybe 90% of the world. I don't know. We have a pretty, I guess, low. I'm not sure how to phrase this. I know people don't like to hear that their life is easy, but it really is, right? I mean, I would say in our society, the main thing that makes it so easy is we have, contrary to to popular belief in some places, we do live under a rule of law. Now, is that always equal and fair? Absolutely not. But we do expect that, if there is a problem, we can go to the authorities and have that addressed, right? If your neighbor steals something from you, you could go to the police and have something happen about that. It might not be, resolved the way you want, but there is an expectation that that can happen. In many places in the world, that is not what's going to happen, right? There are a lot of places where going to the police is actually more dangerous than than just living with whatever situation is going on with you. Um, or they'll steal more from you than your neighbor will. So um, we have that going for us here in this country. And there's an expectation of order, right? Um, we don't have bandits running up and down the street. We don't have, we have a road system. We have a way to get around. Right? These are all things that we take so for granted, and we don't realize how different our life would be if we didn't have these things to count on. And these are all things that we have chosen as a society to support and to build. And we've got to keep supporting those things, right? These are the things that allow us to do what it is we want to do. They're not free, none of them are free, um, but they're of value, right? We have chosen to support them. So, and this is actually, this is a good thing to talk about because I just did my taxes. If you haven't done your taxes yet, you have until next Monday. I think that's the cutoff. They gave you an extra month. So I'm trying to get everyone to get their taxes done in my house, and it's a whole big thing, right? Um, Everyone's got different, my one son had like three different jobs last year, and some of the kids have unemployment and different things we have to sort out. So it's been kind of a mess. And we ended up owing a good deal of money this year. Um, and it's hard, right? When you have to pay money and you think, darn, what am I doing? But then I think, this is what I'm doing, right? I am trying to support the things that matter to me. Um, and that's, right? That's, in the end, that's what it is, right? We are trying to build a world and a society that values the things that we value. And that's why it is important, right? It's really important to vote. It's really important to support the people that are interested in the same things that you are, um, so that we are building this world and this society into something that is a reflection of what we want in our life. And it can be hard, right? We see a lot, right now. So much of our budget goes to the military and goes to defense and different things like that. And we have so little money devoted to social programs and the type of things that really help people on a daily basis. Um, I'd like to see that change, and I know a lot of other people would too. So, with any luck, we're making some headway in that. Um, but we can do better. We can always do better. Um, so we've gone all over the place with this, right? So be ready for change. It can happen quickly. Appreciate what you've got. Appreciate the things, all of those people doing things behind the scenes to make sure that you can have the things that you want and that you can live a life. Um, I will say to live a life of ease, right? We do live a life of ease in this country compared to other places in the world. Um, and it's a precarious, right? It's a precarious pile of things. If things start getting pulled out from the bottom, it all topples down. So we need to really make sure our foundation is tight when it comes to this sort of thing. Um, and don't be sad if you have to pay taxes. they're they're a good thing, right? That's how we get the big things done. Things that we could never afford to do on our own, we band together and do as a group. Um, so there you go. All right, let's do some asana. I still don't like paying taxes though. I guess I don't mind it that much if it's if it comes out through the year, but when at the end of the year if you get a bill, I don't like that. I will say the feds are usually, it's not so bad. This year it was bad, but Delaware is so, like, it's so on the nose. Like we've gotten like where we've gotten like $1 back or $2, or we've had to pay like $5. So they're pretty good at the whole estimating thing. The the feds are all over the place with that. So I don't know. They change things all the time too. But all right. So let's breathe a little bit and a little pranayama, and then we'll do a little movement, and then maybe we'll do our yoga nidra today. That might be good. Okay, so sitting tall, relax the shoulders, and breathe. Make sure that you have room here for the chest to expand. Breathing in through the nose, back out through the nose. One more breath. And then hang the head down and just let it rest there for a few breaths. Then we're lifting up. Keep lifting the chin. Back to center. Take a breath. Moving the head over to the right. Back up and moving left. And back up to your seat. Arms wide. Take a deep breath. Exhale, hands together. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Interlace the fingers. Lift the hands. Gaze up. And then arms down by your side. Inhale, lift. And lower. Lift. And lower. Once more, lifting up. And then right hand by your side, reach across with the left. And switch. Back up, lift the shoulders, roll back. And forward. Tabletop. Back on the heels, child's pose. Back up, tabletop to downward dog. One more breath in. Then we're going to step the right foot up by the hands. Drop the knee on the left, arms overhead. Hands down to the mat. One more breath. And then we're going to step the back foot up. Fold forward. Inhale. Flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift high. Back to mountain. Breath in and breath out. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, we're going to step back to downward dog. One more breath. And then step the left foot up. Arms overhead. Hands down to the mat. And then we're going to step the back foot up. Fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Lift, arms overhead. Back to mountain. Take a breath. And then let's come down to a seat. Soles of the feet together. Sit tall. Lean forward. Coming back up. Bring soles of the feet to the mat. We're going to lower down. Take a few breaths. Let's hug this right knee in, left leg long. And then switch it. So right leg is long, left leg in. And then extend the legs and let the arms rest. Moving into a comfortable place. So you could be like this. You could have knees bent, soles of the feet together. You could do 5-pointed star. Just finding a comfortable place to rest. And we're going to move into a little yoga nidra. Okay. So awareness of the breath, inhales and exhales. So keeping that gentle awareness, but trying not to focus too intensely. Will kind of drag you out of this experience. So if you find too many thoughts or your mind gets kind of active, just come back to the sound of my voice and the breath. Be aware of sounds you hear in this moment. Things you can hear without straining. And just focus on the distant sounds that you hear. Let your sense of hearing radiate outward, searching for the distant sounds, noticing them for a few moments. Move your attention from sound to sound without labeling the source or really focusing too much on that. Gradually bring your attention to closer sounds, sounds nearby, outside your home, or sounds inside your home. Then maybe sounds inside your room. Keeping eyes closed, visualize the walls of your room, the ceiling, the floor, your body lying on the floor. As you visualize your body, notice the position of your body, your clothing, your hair, your face. Become aware of the breath, moving in and out of the body without any effort. Allow your breath to become longer and slower. A long, slow inhalation followed by a longer and slower exhalation. As you make your exhale slower and slower, notice a slight pause after the exhale. There is a slow inhale, a slower exhale, and then a slight pause. This is kind of a natural pause. We aren't holding our breath. It's just a moment when we are not breathing. Continue this slow, even breathing. And now just go back to regular breath, releasing any control over inhale or exhale. Here we set our sankalpa or resolve, a short positive statement in simple language. Try to discover one naturally. See what pops into your head when you think of this. State this resolve clearly and with awareness 3 times. This sankalpa that you make during Yoga Nidra plants a seed in your mind. So then we can bring about this state that we are trying to achieve. So something like relax, or be at peace, or it could be anything, right? Something positive, something that you want to bring into your life, something you're working on. Say to yourself, I am practicing Yoga Nidra. I am awake and relaxed. Now we're going to move our awareness through the body, moving your awareness to different parts of the body as soon as you hear them named. You can say the name of that part to yourself and feel that part of your body, but don't move it. The practice begins on the right side. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel, sole of the foot, top of the foot, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the hand, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, hip, thigh, knee, calf, ankle, heel. sole of the foot, top of the foot, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Moving to the back of the body. Right heel, left heel. Right calf, left calf. Right thigh, left thigh. Right buttock, left buttock. Lower back, middle back, upper back. The entire spine. Right shoulder blade, left shoulder blade. Back of the neck, back of the head. Top of the head, forehead, right temple, left temple, right ear, left ear, right eyebrow, left eyebrow, middle of the eyebrows, right eye, left eye, right nostril, left nostril, right cheek, left cheek, upper lip, lower lip, both lips together, chin, jaw, throat, right collarbone, left collarbone, right side of the chest, left side of the chest, upper abdomen, navel, lower abdomen, right groin, left groin, and the pelvic floor. Whole of right leg, whole left leg, whole right arm, whole left arm, the whole face, the whole head, the whole torso, the whole body, the whole body, the whole body. Keep breathing. We're going to do an inner space visualization. Concentrate on the space in front of your closed eyelids. Imagine before you a transparent screen, as though you were at a movie theater. The screen is as high and as wide as you can imagine it. Concentrate on this mind screen and become aware of any phenomena that manifests within it, colors, patterns, or light. What you see is the manifesting state of your mind. Continue awareness of this space, but don't become involved. Practice detached awareness only. If anything arises, subtle images, lights, just notice them without directing the images or getting too involved in what they are. Just notice and let them go. If thoughts arise here, let them come and go. Continue focusing on that dark space, continuing with a detached awareness. Then we are going to move to rapid image visualization. I'm going to name a number of different things, and you want to try to envision them as best you can, on whatever level. Maybe it's a level of feeling or memory or imagination. We're jumping from image to image as soon as you hear the word. Red desert, peacock feather, Buddha meditating, a good night's sleep, full moon, your reflection in a mirror, foggy morning, waiting for results, sun shining overhead, a bouquet of flowers, tall tree, receiving help from others, cool, clear water, a relaxing afternoon, laughing with friends, a warm embrace, a burning candle, a temple on a mountain, a path in the woods, vibrant sunset, taking a deep breath, a cat stretching, a beautiful garden path, your favorite song, the sound of my voice, and your body lying on the floor. Let's repeat your sankalpa, your resolve. Say that same word or phrase you made at the beginning of the practice 3 times mentally. And then relax here. Just breathe. Find a sense of peace and steadiness within. We're going to focus now again on the breath flowing in and out of the body. Be aware of the breath and also become aware of the physical body. Your body relaxed, lying on the floor. Feel the container of your skin and the clothing that surrounds you. Notice the heaviness of your body resting on the floor and bring awareness to the areas that are touching the floor. The back of the heels, the thighs, buttocks, shoulder blades, arms, hands, head. Don't open your eyes yet, but visualize the surrounding room, where you are in the room and other objects around you. When you feel ready to move, we will start by slowly moving hands and feet. And when you are sure you are fully aware, you can open your eyes, maybe roll over onto the right side. Stay here for a few moments to breathe. And then press yourself up to a seat. And the practice of Yoga Nidra is complete. Let's bring hands together. Take a breath in and out. Thank you for taking time today for your practice and for sharing with me. I hope that you have an excellent Wednesday. Namaste. Okay. All right. So we touched on this idea of inner space visualization, and we've done this before. This can be very helpful in your own meditation, but it can be you can have a different way of thinking about it, right? So some people visualize sort of a screen and it's an exterior thing, but some people it's more of an interior thing, and they visualize their sort of screen per se as being inside, and that's fine however you want to do it. It's really just a tool for managing the thoughts and images that may be moving through the mind. It's a way to kind of I guess I hate to say control them, but it's a form of containing them. Let's put it that way. So instead of them being everywhere, they're kind of right here, and you can see them passing by. It can be very helpful for some people. If you don't like it, if it doesn't really work for you, it's not required or necessary in any way, right? These are all just techniques and tools. You've got to find which one works for you best. It may be a combination, right? To also, it's not. I'm just gonna. I'm throwing ideas out there, and you just you just take what works. And something, generally something, one of these is, or some combination of these is gonna work best for you, and it can change over time. I mean, I've certainly changed how I do things in terms of meditation now than when I started. So, good morning, Ruth. I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Okay. So enjoy your day. Do something fun. I hope you don't have to take your dog to the groomers also. It will be fun though. It'll be fun for me. My dog really doesn't like going, so she won't have fun. But she likes it when she's there. She just doesn't like going. And I'll be back tomorrow.